And another is this type of music, which Radio Korea plays when a certain block of language transmissions start after a certain length of break on the air. Okay, now moving on to our interview with Lee-Han Soo of the International Journal of Broadcasting.
That's right. As we have said, Mr. Lee-Han Soo is the very first publisher of a Korean magazine about shortwave here in Seoul.
Right, which has culminated an already long career of shortwave listening for him, which began when he was in junior high school.
I see.
He is especially focused on issues concerning shortwave broadcasting here in Korea.
Yes, and when I spoke with him, he says he is 29 years old this year.
Yeah.
Yes. And one of the questions we wanted to discuss was the one from our Danish listener, Eric Nielsen, and he wanted to know more about Korean-made receivers.
Right, so the first thing I asked him was about availability. He said there are currently 2 Korean companies that produce receivers, Gold Star and Samsung, but they are more available to foreigners than Koreans.
I see.
As you know, in Korea, just some joint company, Samsung and Gold Star, okay, this kind of companies haven't made this kind of shortwave receivers. Okay, but right now, Korean government has some restrictions to here in Korean market to sell. Okay. As a result, these kind of some shortwave receivers are not domestic customers, but just foreign customers. As a result, we Korean have a chance to buy the kinds of shortwave receivers from Korean. Those who want to know international broadcasting just to go to the market, the second-hand market, to buy this kind of Sony and other manufacturers shortwave receivers. Right now, we are some difficulty. We are to get this kind of shortwave receivers in Korean market. Korean products, just but foreign products, I think.
Difficult to get Sonys, difficult to get Panasonics?
No.
No?
Yeah, it's very easy.
Oh, very
Okay,
easy, but
okay.
difficult to get.
Yeah, okay.
Samsung
Okay,
or
right.
Yeah. Okay. And Han, Mr. E says the availability of foreign-made products in Korea is not the only positive edge they hold over Korean-made receivers.
Yes. He says very frankly and that the quality of the Korean-made receivers is much higher than the Korean-made receivers.
Yes, and we discussed that as well.
When I use the kinds of two kinds of shortwave receivers, they are very, very weak and very not good situation. And Samsung is made for just in shortwave frequency ranges for 80 megahertz, and Samsung Gold Stars is for just 12 megahertz. As you know, the 12 megahertz and the 80 megahertz is very, very short in shortwave frequencies, I think. In Korea, I think that Sony and JVC, National Panasonic, and Grundig, the kind of shortwave receivers are popular in Korea. I think that's why very variety, and short frequency ranges from 2.5 megahertz to 30 megahertz.
So much.
Okay.
So as a result, the foreign-made have much better frequency ranges than. Yeah. Now, in terms of cost, how do they stack up against the foreign-made?
In Korea, in Gold Star, the price is 60,000 won. Okay, 60,000 won. Just cast the recorder, and the Samsung is just maybe the price 118,000 won. I think that.
And I don't think any of this can be considered good news for Korean manufacturers of shortwave receivers.
Unfortunately.
Right. And since he hasn't given good marks to the Korean models, I asked him which models he would buy if he were shopping, and here's what he said.
In my case, I have used so many kinds of shortwave receivers from tube style or to photovoltaic, and I got this kind of things. And in my point of view, just using for shortwave listeners, is a Sony and some tube style. Okay, tube style is very best receivers, I think. That why this kind of receivers have no any haven't appeared just kind of propagation and interference and some fading, I think that. And the portable radios have so many kinds of difficulties to hear the kind of things.
So the portables are more difficult to
more difficult to
pick up clearly.
For DXS, it's necessary to get just tube style or some this kind of receivers. But you know, some broadcasters have some pilot stations, okay? KBS or NHK, VOA, Radio Moscow, ABC, BBC. This kind of broadcasting is very pilot stations. As we can find easily in the same frequencies. But a weak power station. If we find that kind of station, it's very, very difficult to find. So many propagation and interference and some fading. If we get some tube style or some basis style receivers, we can hear exactly. It's quite different from portable style or some tube style, I think. In my experience, I think.
So basically, you're saying that with regards to the Korean-made, that they still have a little ways to go before they're up to par with some of the others.
Right.
Well, thank you, Mr. Lee Han-soo, and we do hope that those responses answer Eric Nielsen's question about shortwave receivers in Korea, and also enlightens our other listeners about the growing popularity of shortwave listening in Korea, although we have to frankly acknowledge the constraints that we have here in Korea.
Right, and thanks to Mr. Lee Han-soo for being with us on the show.